The magnificent Dambulla Cave Temple in Sri Lanka is located in the district of Matale and is a shrine made of 80 large rocks. The splendid wall paintings and statues of Lord Buddha are the primary attraction of this glorious cave temple and can be glimpsed through 5 impressive stupas. The ancient caves are believed to be from a prehistoric time where locals inhabited these caverns in the 3rd century BC. It was during the period Buddhism was introduced to Sri Lanka and the Buddhist monks made their first voyage to the country. Legend believes King Walagamba retreated to the caves in the 1st century when he was driven out of the kingdom of Anuradhapura. During his reign, he transformed the caves into one of the most well-known and highly acclaimed Buddhist temples in Sri Lanka. Furthermore, King Nisanka Malla, who reigned in Polonnaruwa, added the sculptures and inlay of gold. The Dambulla Cave Temple is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a must-visit destination in Sri Lanka. The historic landmark is over 2,200 years old and is one of the oldest places that bring together devotees. The caves form a central part of the cultural triangle in the country, and the exotic murals are unrivaled in their sacredness and beauty. When you enter the compound, you will observe the Cave of the Divine King. This is the first cave built in the 1st century and is smaller in size. Moreover, it houses a Buddha statue that stands 14 meters high. The canvases in this cavern are believed to be the oldest in the region. The feet of the statue is almost beautifully painted. However, unless you take a moment to stop and glance at this detail, you may very well miss it. The second cave is the largest, most adorned and exquisite in its appearance. The cavern stands at 7 meters in height, 52 meters in width and 23 meters in depth. The light is fairly dim, but as exterior factors have rarely been harmful to the insides of the cave, the murals have retained their shape and color. There are 16 standing statues and 40 seated statues of Lord Buddha. It's truly an incredible sight to behold and one that should be captured on camera. Furthermore, there are carvings of God Vishnu, a Hindu deity, and Saman, a Sri Lankan deity. There are 2 eminent sculptures of 2 famous kings from the Polonnaruwa kingdom, King Nisanka Malla and King Vattagamini. The vibrant colors of red and yellow are predominantly used in the paintings as well as the decorating of the statues. Additionally, there is a glorious collection of murals on the ceiling depicting various stories of Lord Buddha's life. Do not miss a visit to the second cave, as this is by far the most stunning stupa in the entire compound. The Dambulla Caves are situated 148 kilometers away from Colombo. The rock temple stands at an elevation of 160 meters above sea level. The temples can be accessed by climbing through the hard rocks. The ascent up the shrine offers a panoramic view of the entire realm, and its beauty is breathtaking. The scenery is glorious and all-encompassing. The alluring beauty of the rock fortress of Sigiriya began with the reign of King Kashyapa. He was a visionary king but lived a troubled life. His reign was in the period between 477 to 495 AD. He was originally the king of the kingdom of Anuradhapura, however, fled the city because of the fear and guilt he had over killing his own father. King Kashyapa arrived in Sigiriya and transformed a large rock into a majestic palace. He constructed an enormous gatehouse at the entrance that is shaped like a lion, known as the Lion's Paw. Sigirya became his new kingdom, however, he lived the rest of his life in isolation. The Sigiriya Rock Fortress is a world-famous historical wonder. Its beauty is unparalleled and remains one of the most fascinating travel destinations in Sri Lanka. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this unique rampart is unlike anything one would see anywhere in the world. It's a legendary travel destination that dates back centuries and has been ruled for hundreds of years by kings, leaders, and religious rulers. The amazing rock art and remarkable murals are exceptionally preserved, and the extensive landscaped gardens surround the rock itself. This is a historically significant site and is located 20 kilometers from Dambulla. There are 1,200 steps to reach the summit, and Sigiriya stands at 660 feet high. The stairs are constructed with iron and stone, and the rock lies encircled by a lush jungle. This geological marvel is thousands of years old and is steeped in legend and myth about triumphs, and defeats. The castle is at the cultural heart of the country. Explore the ancient ruins set amidst the secluded misty woodland, shimmering lakes, and charming villages. The phenomenal former royal gardens encircle the area and are one spot travelers flock to on their journey to the summit. The terraced gardens are picturesque and delightful and comprise a beautiful water fountain and scattered natural boulders. The pretty water gardens are a symmetrical collection of impressive pools that were originally bathing ponds of the Queen. There is an incredibly sophisticated network of a hydraulic system and an engineering phenomenon of the era. The most celebrated attractions of Sigiriya are the intricate frescoes featuring damsels in distress. There are paintings of 21 beautiful women offering flower petals and fruit trays engraved into the rock walls. The images are still fascinating, vibrant, and marvelous, and safeguarded by the overhanging rock. The views from the Sigiriya pinnacle are absolutely worthwhile. Hike to the open space and stand atop the fortress and observe the emerald canopy stretching as far as the eye can see. It's a breathtaking sight, an impressive wonderment of the natural and architectural glory of Sri Lanka.